Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. Have a nice day with a new topic which is about conjunctions. As conjunctions, you are well familiar with this word in the part of speech in the basic English, that what are the conjunctions, as the conjunctions mean to join something, to relate one another by putting some words between the sentences, between the phrases and between the clauses as well. Yes, in this lesson we will discuss that what are the conjunctions, what are the types of conjunctions, and how the conjunctions work in the sentences. Along with the conjunctions, in this lecture we will also discuss with that what are the prepositions. As you are got the concept of prepositions in the previous lecture, so in this lecture we just go through these two terms about their types and the functions in the sentence. So the fan voice is, you can say that it is the key word. Whenever the word conjunctions come in your mind, then this key word fan voice come, that fan stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so these are the conjunctions. So it is, you can say that it is the abbreviated word for the conjunctions, that when someone asks that what are the conjunctions, you click on your mind that yes, it is the fan voice keyword that relates to the conjunctions. So we'll start our lectures by the definition, that what are the conjunctions, what is the conjunctions. Conjunctions are the words that are used to join or link other words, phrases or clauses. Clear? You can use the conjunctions to link words, phrases, clauses, as in the following example. I already told you that what is the function of conjunction. Conjunctions mean to join something, to link something, some words, some phrases, some clauses. For example, I ate the pizza and the pasta. So the pizza and the pasta are the two words, so it is joined by the word and. So what is the and? And is the conjunctions. Call the movers when you are ready. When it is work as a conjunction, it relates, it joins two phrases. Call the movers, you are ready, right? What are the types of conjunctions? There are three kinds of conjunctions at all. Number one is the coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are such as and, but, or, nor, for, so, or, yet. Means the fan voice keyword is the coordinating conjunctions, mean that it joins the two words, two you can say that two phrases, right? But the second one is that subordinating conjunctions, mean after, although, as, because, before, and so on. So these are the subordinating conjunctions. In the next slides, or we will discuss how they functions. Just in this slide you can see that what are the three kinds of conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are both, and, either or, neither nor, not only but also, so as, whether or. So always the correlative conjunctions combine in the two way. For example, either and or, neither and nor, not only but also. So these are the correlative conjunctions. So there are three main kinds of conjunctions: coordinate conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. What are the coordinating conjunctions? You use a coordinating conjunction such as the fan voice to join individual words, phrases and independent clause. Keep in mind, these are the three key points: words, phrases and independent clauses. Note that you can also use the conjunction but and for as proposition. So स्टूडेंट, इधर मैंने आपको बताया कि कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शंस क्या होता है. ये हमेशा वर्ड्स, कोई भी सिंगल वर्ड्स हो या कोई भी फ्रेज हो या इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज हो जो किसी पर डिपेंड नहीं करता हो, इंडिपेंडेंट हो, ठीक है, ये वर्ड्स तब यूज़ होते हैं, ठीक है. और ये जो बट और फॉर है, ये एज अ प्रपोजिशंस भी यूज़ होता है. जब हम प्रपोजिशन की बात करेंगे उधर हम डिस्कस करेंगे, राइट. लाइक सच एज in the following sentence, each of the highlighted words is a coordinated. Lilacs and violets are usually purple. in this example, the coordinating conjunctions and links the two nouns. So they are the individual words, two nouns. It links the two nouns, right? Number one, this movie is particularly interesting to the feminist film theorist, for the screenplay was written by the Mae West. In this example, the coordinating conjunction for is used to link the two independent clause के अगर इनको independently भी लिखें तो ये अपना पूरा मीनिंग देते हैं. It conveys the proper meaning. The screenplay was written by Mae West is the independent clause. So for the first and the second are the independent clause, but they are joined by the conjunction which is the for, right? Daniel's uncle claimed that he spent most of his youth dancing on the rooftops and swallowing goldfish. So dancing on the rooftops and the swallowing goldfish are the sum of the two participle phrases, dancing and the swallowing, which act as an adverb that describing the verb spent. So what are they spent most of his youth? Dancing and swallowing goldfish. So and links the two participle phrases, right? So this is the function of the coordinating conjunctions. Now what are the subordinating conjunctions? Introduce a dependent clause. Keep in mind, it is a difference from the coordinating clause that it links or it introduces the dependent clause and indicate that the nature of the relationship among the independent clauses and the clauses, राइट. हमने ऑर्डिनेटिंग क्लॉज में पढ़ा कि वो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज को हमेशा लिंक करता है, लेकिन सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज होती है. ये रिलेशनशिप बताता है कि डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज का रिलेशन इंडिपेंडेंट से क्या है, कि अगर हम इंडिपेंडेंट को सेपरेट कर लेते हैं तो डिपेंडेंट वाले का कोई मीनिंग कन्वे नहीं होता. ठीक है, तो इसका रिलेशनशिप भी हम बताते हैं इन दोनों का, और हमेशा ये इंट्रोड्यूस करता है इन डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. The most common subordinating conjunctions are after, although, as, because, before, and so on, right? So after he had learned to drive, Alice felt more independent. So after she had learned to drive means it is a dependent clause. If Alice felt more independent are not used along with this sentence, so we can't imagine that what does it mean. ठीक है, हमेशा ये अगर सेकंड वाला जो सेंटेंस है एलिस फेल्ट मोर इंडिपेंडेंट, अगर ये नहीं होता तो हमें फर्स्ट सेंटेंस की समझ नहीं आती, बिकॉज इट इज़ द डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज, राइट. So another example, if the paperwork arrives on time, your check will be mailed on Tuesday. So the first start with the if. If is the subordinated clause, it means that it introduces the dependent clause, if, right. So number third is the correlative conjunctions. That what are the correlative conjunctions? Are always appear in pairs, like neither nor, either or. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया था, correlative means two words that combine together, always they comes in pairs में जो आते हैं. ठीक है, you use them to link equivalent sentences. कि अभी जो two sentences को आपने equally बनाना होता है कि अगर ये हुआ तो वो भी नहीं हुआ, तो equivalent बनाने के लिए हमेशा हम pair में जो conjunction words use करते हैं, जैसे neither or, nor, neither nor, not only but also. Technically, correlative conjunctions consist simply of the coordinate conjunctions links to an adjective, adverb or adverb. Similarly ये होते तो इसी तरह जैसे or, nor, not, ये हमेशा coordinate conjunctions है, लेकिन इनके साथ हम adjective और adverbs को भी जब हमने एडअप करना होता है तो हम हमेशा पेयर में वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं, और जब भी हम पेयर में वर्ड यूज़ करेंगे तो वो कोरिलेटिव कंजंक्शंस बन जाएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल, बोथ माय ग्रैंडफादर एंड माय फादर वर्क इन द स्टील प्लांट. बोथ एंड used as a pair in the sentence that differentiate or that links the two sentences or the two phrases. It means that it is the correlative conjunction. So my grandfather and my father are the compound subject that relates to the one unit, and it is linked by the conjunctions which is known as the correlative conjunction, right. Bring either a jello salad or a potato salad. So either or are the two correlative conjunctions that links the two noun phrases, the jello salad and the potato scallop, right? So these are the three types of the conjunction. Now let's watch the conjunctions. Junction schoolhouse rocks like the fanboys. Yes, the conjunction is a word that connects the word phrases in the sentence to each other. So subcommon conjunctions are and, or and but, right? So what is the function of and? And join the two similar ideas. Keep in mind that and join the two similar ideas means this and that, bread and butter, milk and honey, right? I am tired, I am hungry means I am tired and hungry, right? I did my homework, I cleaned my room. I did my homework and cleaned my room. So and always used to join the two similar ideas. Now the next is the but. But join the two contrasting means opposite ideas. Not this but that. Not apples but oranges. So these are the two opposite ideas that join by the conjunction but. I looked everywhere, I could not find my book means I looked everywhere but I could not find my books. He is small but he is strong, right? I asked for the house, I was given a mouse. I asked for the house but was given a mouse. So the two contrasting and the two opposite ideas join or yoke together. What is the function of or? Show a choice between two or more options. Whenever you have a choice to choose one or more options, so you can use the conjunctions or. Mean coffee or tea, right or wrong. Like we can go to the movies, we can stay at home. We can go to the movie or stay at home, right? So these are the two options. Or should I have my bath or should I have a dinner? So whatever you you have a choice between the two or more, you can use the conjunctions too. So the more conjunctions are so, as and then. So shows that the second idea is the result of the first idea. For example, my grandfather is coming to visit, so I have to go home early. So the second idea is the result of the first idea. कि अगर आप कहते हैं कि अगर ये अफेक्ट है रीज़न, जो सेकंड सेंटेंस है वो रीज़न है फर्स्ट का, ठीक है? कि अगर my grandfather is coming to visit, so I have to go home. Like this, I did not study, so I failed my test. Why I failed my test? Because I did not study. So shows that the second idea is the result of the first idea. I missed my bus, so I was late for school, right? As is also used as a conjunction, like shows the two events happening at the same time. Like I saw my sister as I was leaving. Yes, there are the two events that I was leaving and then I saw my sister. I was playing the piano as my brother was cooking. So there are the two events that are happening in the same time. Then comes the conjunction then. Show that the second idea or the action happens after the first. So it is the sequential actions that when the first action is done, the second action happens after it. I finished my homework, then cleaned my room. I finished my homework and cleaned my room. Both are correct, right? So it means that the first actions come after the second as the sequence. So student, this is the short note, or you can say that the short lectures about the conjunctions, that what are the conjunctions, what are the types of conjunctions, and what are the some other conjunctions which are used in the sentence. So you are ready to test yourself by using the different conjunctions in the sentence, that which sentences join the phrases, which sentences join the words, which sentences join the clauses. So you can test yourself by your own, right? Now our next step is the preposition, that what are the prepositions. So our next lecture, or you can say that the next topic, or short topic about the preposition, that what are the preposition, as you are already familiar with this word in the part of speech. Along with the conjunctions, you also heard or used this word preposition in the English grammar. So what are the prepositions? In this lesson we will discuss that what are the preposition, what is the function of preposition, and how many kinds prepositions have. Clear? So we will start with the definition, that a preposition links noun, pronoun, phrases to other words in the sentence. So what is the preposition? That it also functions as a conjunctions, but it is used as a links the noun, pronoun and phrases, not like it links the individual words, clauses, right? It describes the relationship between the other words in the sentence. So what is the major functions of the preposition is that it describes, it explains the relationship, that what is the relationship of the one word with the other, what is the relationship between two nouns, what is the relationship between the noun and pronoun, and what is the relationship between the noun and phrases. Like it is letter for you, so a letter is given to you, so the link between the you and the letter is shown by the prepositions for. This book is on the table. Where's the books lie? The book is on the table. It shows the place of the book. They met before lunch. So it shows the time, that when they met before the lunch. So the preposition also convey or also describe the relationship. Number second is the time, what times the something has happened, the place. So what comes the next, the kinds of prepositions. So number one is the simple preposition, then the compound preposition, then the phrase preposition, and then the participle prepositions. Simple prepositions is at the basic form, like at, by, for, from, in, of, on, to, with, and up, right? And what are the compound preposition? Compound prepositions generally formed by prefixing a prepositions to a noun and an adjective or the adverb. So these prepositions always come before a noun, means about today, above the scene, behind the tree, below the table, within the cupboard, without the atmosphere. So they always use or they always come before a noun, adjective or adverb. Always they come with the compound, means the two, the preposition along with the noun, preposition along with the adjective, preposition along with the adverb. So they never come in a single position, they always come with the compound form. Now what are the phrase preposition? Group of words used with the force of a single prepositions. So they comes in a group, they are used to force in a single preposition, like according to. So to is also a preposition, but the phrase preposition means they come in a group of words, according to, by means of, in order to, with regards to, for the sake of, because of, away from. So phrase means the group of words. So phrase preposition means it includes the simple preposition along with the words, along with the group of words, right? So what is the participle preposition? A present participle of verbs used absolutely without any noun or pronoun being attached to them. It means that present participles, like the first form of words along the ing form without any noun, without any pronouns, also function as the participle preposition, like concerning, considering, touching, respecting, regarding, pending. So they are actually the present participle, but they are used without any nouns, so they are included in the preposition form. Relations expressed means the preposition shows some relationship. They shows the place where something happened, the time, agency or the instrumentality, manner, cause, reasons, purpose, processions, measure, standard, rate, value, contrast, concession, inference, motive, source and origin. So these are the relations which are expressed by the prepositions. So keep in mind, it is an important relations that the questions come in the paper, that what are the relations expressed by the preposition. So the following are the relations that are expressed by the prepositions. So how they are used as a place, when, about the world, in the sky, under the table, among thieves, before the doors, within the house. So in such way preposition express the places. How it expresses the time, after his death, till tomorrow, for many years, by 3 o'clock, towards evening. In this way it expressed the time. How it expressed the agency, instrumentality, sells good at auctions, destroyed by fire, with the knife, by post. So what are the instrument by which something is happens, or the agency? It is also expressed by the prepositions. So how the manner is expressed by it, dying by inches, fought with courage, won with ease. So what are the manners? These are also expressed by prepositions. Cause, reason and purpose, dead from fatigue, shivers with fever, labored for good of humanity, did it for our good. So these are the reason, these are the purposes and the causes which are expressed by the prepositions. Possession means to show some possessiveness. The mosque of Umar, the man of means, the boy with the red hairs. So the red hairs, means and Umar's, they are the possession of these things, right? Now the preposition also express the Meyer standard rate values. I am taller than you by 2 inches, so it is the measurement. He charges interest at 9%, so it is the standard rate. Or the cloth is sold by the yard, so it is the value, what is the rate or what is the standard of the cloth. So contrast and concession is also expressed by the preposition, like for one's enemy he has 100 friends. With all his faults I admired him. After every effort one may fail. So it is a contrast, it is the opposition or the concession of the one phrase with the other. It is also finally expressed by the prepositions. What comes the next? Inference, motive and the sources. From what I know of him, I hesitate to trust him. So these are the, what is the origin, what is the motive, or the what is the source of something. His skill comes from practice. Light emanates from the sun. So the source, what is the origin of something, what is the source of something, what is the sparking motive of something, it is also expressed by the prepositions. Then the opposite. Ram is sitting opposite Sham. His house is opposite to over. So opposite word is also used as a preposition. Yes, in front of. He parked the car in front of the hotel. He put the plates on the table in front of us. So in front of is also used as the preposition. So these are the words that used as the prepositions. Used to talk over a movement from one side of the plates to another, such as the surface or the line. Means I shall jump over the walls and open the gate. So it means that they are the two sides of the places, so it moves from one side to another. The aircraft flew over the lake. So there is a place, or there is a side of the lakes, but the aircraft flew over the lake, right? Across is also used to express some positions in the relationship, or you can say that something which stresses from one side to another side, like there was a barrier across the road. So there is a one side in which there is a barrier, and across the road there is a street. The bank is across the street, right? Along is also used to show the movement. He walked along the line. He walked along the road. The flowers are along the railing and somewhere along the path. So wherever you show the movement, you use the preposition along. To is also used to aim of a specific destinations, means what is the destinations or the place where the event is happened. I am going to USA tomorrow. Are you going to the party? What time did you go to work? Can you tell me the way to the station? So there are some specific destination, right? Up to, often used to express the movement to the person. मैंने जैसे पहले बताया कि मूवमेंट को शो करने के लिए हम लगाते हैं अलोंग, बट अगर किसी पर्सन की तरफ मूव करते हो तो अप टू लगाओगे. शी कम अप टू मी एंड आस्क्ड मी व्हाट द टाइम वाज. क्लियर? Towards is also used for the particular directions. It is also a movement, but it shows some particular directions, like walking towards the railway stations, towards the goal. So the particular direction is also expressed by the preposition. Yes, at is also used to precise time, at 3 o'clock, at 3 a.m., at sunrise, at night, at the movement, at present. So it is used to precise the time. Yes, at is also used for the point, at the corner, at the bus stop. So whatever you use or to show some point at the interest, you use the preposition at. Yes, both are used to show the point, or you can say the precise time, but at is used for the small place and in is used for the big place. He lives at Alwar in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is the big place and the small place is Alwar. A temple is situated at Madurai in the Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu is the big place, so we use in preposition along with it, but at is used with the small place. There is also difference between at and an. At shows the stable position, but in show the movement. She is at home, so it is the stable position that she rests home, but the taxi is in motion, so in is used for the movement, right? In is also used for enclosed space, in the garden, in Delhi, in India, in the car, in my wallet, in the book. So the enclosed space is also used by the preposition in, right? In is also used for long periods, centuries, years, month. In 1990, the next century, the ice age, the past, the morning, in the morning, right? Our last preposition is on, is used for days and date. On Sunday, on 6th March, on my birthday. It is also used for the surface, on the ceiling, on the page, on the door, on the floor. So this is also used for the preposition. So students, this is, you can say, these are the prepositions, different prepositions which are used to describe some of the relations, like time, like you can say that places, measurement, scales. The followings we will discuss in the lesson, that what are the preposition, what is the you can say the kinds of preposition which expresses some relation, what are the relationships which are expressed by the preposition. So it is all about the preposition and conjunctions. If there is any ambiguity in these two topics, so you will contact me, but I think it is an easy one because you are very familiar from the basic English that what are the conjunctions, because both the conjunctions and prepositions are the part of this part of speech, right? So this is all about this lectures. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.